Laughing Without an Accent. Adventures of a Global Citizen, written by Firoozeh Dumas in 2008, is a memoir that chronicles her experiences as an Iranian American, navigating the complexities of cultural differences and misunderstandings with a delightful blend of wit and warmth. This book serves as a sequel to her earlier memoir from 2003, Funny in Farsi, a memoir of growing up Iranian in America. Dumas's journey begins when her family relocated to California when she was 7 years old, followed by living in Tehran and Davos, before returning to California. Funny in Farsi, her previous work, garnered recognition as it was nominated for the Thurber Prize for American Humor. In Laughing Without an Accent, Dumas presents a collection of vignettes that span various periods, arranged without a particular order. These stories capture moments from just before the book's publication to her early childhood in Iran. Dumas adopts a friendly and conversational tone throughout, infusing her writing with light-hearted humor. The book opens with Dumas's determination to have her first book, Funny in Farsi, translated into Persian. She shares her sincere desire to make her work accessible to her fellow Iranians, leading her to personally search for a translator whom she could trust to capture the essence of her original text. Dumas reflects on the challenges of translating humor across different languages, acknowledging that not every joke can be perfectly translated. She also highlights the obstacles she faced in Iran, a country known for rampant piracy and unauthorized translations of books. Dumas shares an anecdote about a history professor who discovers that his own book has been translated into something completely different in Iran. When he confronts the Iranian publisher, he is met with the response that their translation is actually superior to his original work. Despite these hurdles, Dumas eventually succeeds in having her book translated as she intended. It becomes a resounding success, leading to an invitation for her to visit Iran and receive an award. Her Iranian publisher informs her that the book resonated with readers because her humor did not vilify either Americans or Iranians, dispelling the notion that Iranians harbor animosity towards Americans. Among the delightful anecdotes, Dumas also explores her growing love for literature during her childhood. She shares moments that ignited her passion for books and storytelling, further shaping her identity as a global citizen. Laughing Without an Accent provides readers with an engaging and insightful perspective on Dumas's multicultural experiences, showcasing her ability to find humor and understanding amidst cultural diversity. During her initial visit to the library, Dumas approached with caution, skeptical that the books could truly be free. She brought her purse and money along, just in case. The American school system proved to be a culture shock for Dumas when she first arrived in California. She was amazed to find kind teachers, as in Iran, teachers were figures to be feared and assigned extensive homework even to young students. Another surprising discovery was the presence of classroom parties and celebrations throughout the year, dedicated to having fun rather than solely focusing on studying. While Dumas acknowledges the enjoyment of such activities, she expresses a preference for the Iranian curriculum, crediting it with instilling the discipline she needed. According to her perspective, fun should come after school, not during. She also highlights the tendency of American students to bully their intellectually gifted peers, observing that intelligence is often ridiculed rather than revered. Some chapters delve into more poignant subjects. Dumas reflects on the changes that have occurred in Iran since her childhood. During the Iran hostage crisis, her family experienced fear and shame. However, they later met and formed a friendship with one of the hostages. Dumas reveals that her parents no longer visit Iran, finding it painful and exhausting to witness the transformation of their homeland. They choose to reminisce through old photographs, holding on to memories of a peaceful and promising Iran. In another anecdote, Dumas humorously critiques the American tradition of Thanksgiving. She finds the American obsession with sugar perplexing, describing a marshmallow-topped sweet potato casserole as a creation by a hyperactive toothless 3-year-old. Dumas firmly believes that sweet potatoes are naturally sweet enough on their own, and adding more sugar is akin to Einstein marrying Chero. Not all parts of the book solely revolve around cultural differences or the immigrant experience. In other parts of the book, Dumas delves into family situations that resonate universally, such as receiving an unwanted gift from a relative that must still be displayed to avoid hurting their feelings. Dumas shares an experience where her mother, whose taste differed from her own, sent her a comforter that Dumas personally found unattractive. However, in order to show gratitude and spare her mother's feelings, she felt obligated to use it. Through her prose and Laughing Without an Accent, Dumas humanizes both Iranians and Americans, appealing to her dual audiences. She presents both aspects of her cultural identity as sources of empathy and laughter, rather than objects of mockery. Dumas's ability to observe and humorously reflect on life as an Iranian American garnered critical acclaim. Kirkus reviews likened her wit to that of renowned humorists David Sedaris and Margaret Cho, although the review also mentioned that the book could have benefited from more incisive cultural insights. In 2016, Dumas ventured into semi-autobiographical fiction with her novel, It Ain't So Awful, Falaf. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.